There's a short story which backs up that if your wife asks for an open marriage, it is over. Why? Three big reasons. One, she's either cheating already or she is planning with somebody else. Two, she absolutely does not love you, because no woman that loves her guy would ever want to do that to him. One, break his heart, or two, hook up with another guy. And three, her perception of you is that you are a weakling, that she has no respect for you because obviously she brought this up. She thinks you're going to go for it. And this guy learns this the hard way. However, he's starting to see the light and he wants to kick her to the curb. And disclaimer, make sure you're not holding any objects as you read this story if you are watching on your TV, because you're going to want to throw something at the screen. Not me, but her. Or drive your car off the road because this woman's enraging you. So just mentioning that ahead of time. Titled, I, a 33-year-old male, let my wife, a 32-year-old female, coerce me into an open marriage, and now I want to leave. Only guys that are so worn down and weak would ever allow themselves to, be coerced or pushed, bullied into this, if you will. The 10th anniversary is coming up in a month, but I don't think we made it that far. The COVID years, not seeing my family and friends for a long time, I live abroad, and a slowing, eroding relationship took a toll on me. She hates my parents, and our SEX life was getting worse over the years as she was criticizing me and mocking me when I didn't perform so well, or blaming me when I was too tired to have SEX. Right there, she hates his parents. Why? Probably because his parents have had her number for years. And she's actually mocking him when he's not performing well. It can happen to a guy, especially if he's depressed, and usually when he's depressed, he doesn't want to get it on. And she's actually mocking him. What does all this say? And he's still with her? Well, we're just getting started. Around 2.5 years ago, a depression slowly crept up on me, and my wife decided to start an emotional affair with a male colleague around that time. When I confronted her, she accused me of being possessive and insecure. That repeated several times. And that is when number one, he should have married her to begin with. Number two, when she started mocking him and all that's when he should be figuring out an exit strategy. And now she's having an emotional affair, and I have a hard time believing it isn't just emotional. Multiple times, and he confronts her, and she's gaslighting him. Oh, you're being possessive. You're being insecure. Insecure, you're regularly talking to this guy, and I have the proof here. What are you talking about? Should have ended with her. My mental health went on a downward spiral, and we were arguing daily, and she blamed me for negative energy and not smiling often enough. Why would I smile around you, a-hole? I almost didn't sleep and lost all libido. Then she asked if she could get sex someplace else, since I'm not in my best form. I was shocked and refused immediately while telling her that it's against my core values to have an open relationship. You're darn right. And if you weren't going to end it with her before, now's the time you do it. The thing is, he's depressed. He's worn down. And any guys ever have dealt with depression or know somebody that has, it just incapacitates you. It sucks all the love, the joy, the happiness right out of you. The things you enjoy, you don't want to do. You don't want to get out of bed. You're miserable. And I might add, you feel so miserable about yourself and no self-worth and all that. I mean, it goes many, many levels to it. And you can see how these guys just become susceptible to this. And here she is preying on weakness. And women hate weak men. She's an a-hole, but this guy isn't helping his case. She got mad at me for not willing to sacrifice for her and claimed she can do whatever she wants with her body. My body, my choice. We're not talking about certain procedures, if you will. We're talking about cheating on your husband, a-hole. And the other one I'm not a fan of either. And mad at him for not willing to sacrifice for her. What her having affairs is him sacrificing for the good of the marriage. Are you kidding me? But she's just going to wear him down. Eventually, I went to the doctor and got heavy antidepressants. She kept claiming that she can stop friendship anytime, and if it's hurting me so badly. She never did. After trying to work on her SEX life and telling her that the criticizing isn't helpful, she has claimed I'm oversensitive. She's also refusing counseling. She is a mean asshole. Bro, why are you ending it with her? Well, we know. He is weak. He's worn down. And this is why I do everything I can in my other channels, in particular SSM channel, to help build guys up, to make guys the best they can be. And that way then they never get involved with people like this. Let alone if they start acting this way, that kick them to the curb because they have self-respect. This guy doesn't have any. The pressure to open the marriage went on for a year until I finally gave in. Smack! No, what you should have done was talk to a lawyer and get rid of her, because that's going to happen anyway. I was trying to get my mental health better and just didn't have the strength anymore. We were about to move to a new house far from that guy. I thought that she might not just do anything stupid when it's not the forbidden fruit anymore, and soon we'll be far away. Are you out of your mind? You're going to get a new house with her? Purchase a new house? Bro, you should be seeing your lawyer. Man, I was wrong. She effed him at least 10 times. Number one, how'd you know 10 times? Where'd you get that number? Did she tell you? And she told you, I guarantee it's probably 40 times. My head was done with her at that point, and I should have left. But somehow my heart still believed. Believe what? That she's this wonderful girl? Come on here. Whoever you thought she was when you married her is not the case. She put on an act. So we made the move. I thought this was a chance to still recover. But she would blame me for bringing up old topic when I tried to talk about what happened and spent hours locked up in the bedroom. She blamed you and locked herself in the bedroom. Manipulation. Eventually I found out why. She's been already messaging some local guys. Once a cheater, always a cheater. For me, too much had been broken at this point. I know I've done this to myself. I need to go and want to get out. I respect that he admits that he did this to himself. Good. A lot of guys don't go that far. I consulted a lawyer already. I wanted to tell her I want a divorce. Want to have an apartment, but a couple days ago, she came home smelling like another dude. She didn't even shower. She says she smelled for 2 days. It was difficult not to throw up. I waited to calm down, and this weekend told her I want to leave. So, right before we can all do cartwheels that he wants to leave her, came home smelling like another dude, never took a shower. That is on purpose, to rub it in his face. She has such... This isn't just the fact that she's lost all love and attraction for him. She absolutely resents this guy for all these different reasons that he's behaving, and she has to rub it in his face, rub it in his nose. She is something else. She's a piece of something. We ended up talking for hours, which was incredibly exhausting. I can imagine. I told her that I don't see any other way than moving out. She got emotional, but we mostly could talk fairly and calmly. She doesn't want to end it. She wants to try again. I told her that I don't think that I would somehow undo the past 2.5 years of emotional abuse and affairs. Yeah, major emotional abuse, amongst other things. Of course she doesn't want to end it. Why would she end this thing for her? She has this guy here to keep a roof over her head, participate in paying the bills, and she can go hook up with other guys. And she actually enjoys hurting him. He says, I would end up sleeping with one eye open forever if I stayed with her. She said she was like that because she wanted to fight for what she felt was right for her, meaning effing a colleague as an attempt to deal with her being raped some 12 to 13 years ago. She claims it had helped her, but the price is too big. I told her what the price is, me leaving in advance though. She thinks we can make it if we want to, and I don't. Then I gave up on us. She also told me that I'm the right one for her, how she loves me, and she likes almost everything about me. She also tried to seduce me to have sex. I don't know, is this love bombing? It is love bombing, absolutely. And she's realizing her perfect little situation is crumbling, so she's going to put on the charm. She doesn't love you. There is nothing in her actions that has shown any love for this guy. All her actions have shown is absolute disdain and cruelty. She said she understands that she did hurt me. I even kind of believe her, that she loves me. Smack! You believe she loves you? Are you out of your fucking mind? Yeah, I gotta use the F word at this point, dude. She doesn't love you. After all this shit, when you talk to a lawyer, you're ready to go. If you stay with her, you deserve everything that comes your way, man. Come on, she does not love you. The problem is, I'm willing to bet you guys, this is probably the first girl he ever slept with. Or one of the few. And obviously, he said he's 32, 33 years old. They've been married 10 years. Got married young, inexperienced. She found her nice guy to settle with. You know, that works. And he's emotionally connected to her, you know. But I don't comprehend how you can treat someone you love like this for 2.5 years. Thank you. I mean, she effed her current guy just this last week. Apparently only out of despair. Because our relationship is in such a bad state, and she doesn't feel desired. I told her that my desire went after she coerced me into open marriage, and she started screwing around. Yeah, oh, you don't have any desire for me. Well, because you want to have an open relationship, and you're hooking up with multiple dudes. No, I don't have any desire for you. You don't love me, you're a train wreck. Anyway, she still wants to work on us and our sex life. I don't feel like I can do it anymore. In bed, it was never really good anyway, despite my best attempts. She asked if I don't want the nice times to come back. The nice times? What, are you kidding me? I told her that the nice times were the main reason why I stuck around for so long, trying to fight for the relationship, but now I'm too exhausted. The nice times were a big act. Despite that, I asked, how does she think we could fix this? She said more talking and cuddling. Cuddle up with a freaking snake. And it turns out she wants to keep her friend around, because when I asked her whether she's ready to go no contact with him, she refused. She says, I'm forbidding her from having friends. We can just end it now. I told her that she effed him last week. He's not a friend. See, she doesn't want to give up her lover. She didn't get it. Today she said that if we were to close the relationship again, it would need to suit her, meaning that we would need to have sex again, and she would need to feel happy and desired again. How could I'm just going to push a button and be happy and trust you and make you feel desired? It doesn't work that way. You've ruined everything. Or honestly, this is who she always was. And by the way, if they got married 22, 23, he couldn't have known her that long to really get to know who she really is. I guarantee you she's been cheating on him since day one. It feels like she just expects me to do everything like she needs it, and she barely is able to give anything distantly resembling a compromise. For me, going no contact with her friends would be the bare minimum to even considering not leaving. My gut feeling speaks clearly, though. I should leave and start working on it. Does anyone have similar experience or advice? Is there someone who thinks I should try to reconcile with her? Dude, anybody that tells you to reconcile, do not listen to them. They are trouble. You know, it might be some nut job out there that just wants to troll you, or a bunch of women or something like that. No, it is over. There's no reconciliation. You're in your early 30s. You got your whole life ahead of you. You will take a hit. You said you live abroad, but I don't know where abroad is, but you will take a hit some way, some fashion in the divorce. But fine, you'll get through it. You're a fucking man. I know you suffer from depression. Who can blame you after all this? You know, the woman that you thought you loved and were going to be married to treat you like this. But you got to freaking find your strength, and it's there. And listen to your lawyer, end it with her, move on, and have nothing to do with her again. And then take years before you can consider getting a relationship again. You need work. Work on yourself, hit the gym, get a trainer, exercise, you'll feel better, and start doing some self-improvement, self-help to dig up and find out why it is that you're such a complacent guy, such a pushover and all that. And perhaps maybe some help with the depression as well, because that's obviously a big issue here. And don't ever get involved with someone like this again. You stay with her at this point, anything that happens is on you. She is an awful person. Please understand that. That's what I think.